The song of ceremony the victim heard was of a practice from the temple speakers. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. The accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head.
Objection!
There's inconsistency.
Objection!
Top tier dumbass moment. Load. Okay. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he...
Objection!
You're saying the victim's field of vision went dark right after he was struck. Well, pardon me, but I must disagree. What? Your benevolence, please take another look at the exact moment the victim felt pain. Oh. Everything goes black and then, only after that, the victim feels pain. Inconceivable. This places the order of events at odds with what you say happened. Hokunka! Your benevolence! What is the meaning of this? I cannot be wrong. My insight is beyond fallacy. What the defense says is true. This is a very grave matter indeed. Please forgive me, your benevolence, but I'm afraid this contradiction is something we simply cannot ignore. Now, let's not be too hasty, your majesty. I think I can clear this up. You have something to add, Mr. Payne? 1,000 apologies. It seems the prosecution has failed to make one tiny thing clear. And that would be? On the day of the incident, there was a power outage, a blackout in one part of the temple. And as I recall, the crime scene was in that sector. The power outage must be why the victim's field of vision went dark. I apologize for neglecting to tell the court this detail. I'm afraid it slipped my mind. Yeah, right. Or rather, you knew all along, and they're only letting it slip now that it's convenient. Pain. The power outage knocked out both the lights and speakers. Oh, there was a blackout there, was there? Well now, that explains everything, does it not? Why is it I only now think of this voice, instead of when I was playing the Great Ace Attorney? Whatever. What do you mean, your benevolence? Please share your thoughts with us, if you would. The blackout occurred when the accused and the victim were faced with one another. Fearing the victim would flee under the cover of darkness, the accused swiftly brought his weapon down on the victim's head. I see. That makes perfect sense, your benevolence. So the victim was struck after the lights went out. Fuck off. The depths of your insight is so awe-inspiring, your benevolence. Give her a hand, everyone. Well done! Long may you live and prosper! Hey, I want to live long and prosper, too. Enough applause. You flatter me. Now, your benevolence, in light of this new information... Yes, of course, I will alter my insight. Insight revised. One can safely assume the accused struck the victim the moment after the blackout began. So much for my inconsistency! At least I was able to draw out some info. With new info comes a chance to find new inconsistencies. I'll compare the insights with the vision again and see what else I can dig up.
Objection!
Nope, never the last moment. The Song of Ceremony.
Objection!
Huh? Not yet? Weird. Unless it's the moment before. Save.
Objection!
Yes, I finally found it. This is the gaping hole I've been looking for. Your benevolence, as impressive as your spirit communion power is, it's not infallible. You never know when to stop talking, do you? I hope you realize your words are an insult to all adherents of Kalinism.
Defense! Watch what you say. If you don't mind that tongue of yours, you won't have one left to mind. What?
Certainly not my intention to insult spirit mediums, but maybe I'm not the one who needs to learn when to stop talking. What malarkey? I believe you said a few moments ago that the victim could hear the Song of Ceremony thanks to the temple's speakers. But then, how do you explain how the victim could still hear the Song of Ceremony even after the power went out? Oh, this contradiction of facts can only mean that the Song of Ceremony Mr. Vole heard was not from the speakers. What? Impossible!
What are you saying? That the song he heard was coming directly from the performance hall?
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's an impossible explanation.
But the scene of the crime was nowhere near the performance hall.
Right. The song couldn't make it all the way to the treasure room. Not unless... You mean to say... Yes, the treasure room was not the actual scene of the crime. Must have been somewhere else, somewhere closer to the performance hall. What?
You can't be serious!
There is a glaring contradiction in the claims of her benevolence in the prosecution. Therefore, the defense insists that this case be thoroughly re-examined. What? No!
This is completely unprecedented. An inconsistency in her benevolence's insights? Unbelievable.
Heed not his forked tongue, your majesty. These are but the claims of a corrupt lawyer. A feeble ruse from him feeble.
But the contradiction revealed by the defense is undeniable. We can't just turn a blind eye to it.
But the defense's assertion is in the end meaningless. Even if the location of the murder turned out to be different. It doesn't change what we see in the moment of the murder. Indeed, the accused is standing right there in front of the victim. God, why am I talking like this? It's getting annoying. Furthermore, the murder weapon remains raised above his head. My insights still stand. I hate to admit it, but she's right. The seance vision still makes the situation look really grim for Albie. That means the defense can dream up an explanation as to why. Yeah, he can if he rips your eyeballs out and then squashes them. And crushes them, rather. The accused had his hands up over his head. Well, this defense does a dream. Maybe I'm just learning alive. You what? You still insist on trying to tear down my insights, do you? You better be prepared to back up your claim. Remember what will happen to that tongue of yours if we find you're just wagging it. Of course I can back up my claim. Just as soon as I think of something.
You appear to be fully prepared, defense. As embodiment of this court, I give you permission to try and prove your claim, as long as you're willing to stake your life on it.
I concur, Your Majesty. Prepare the tongue shears, chop chop.
Chop chop? Yes, let's have the bailiff fetch them. Think I saw a suitable pair in the basement. Chop chop. Stop, stop.
I hear that lying lawyers have several tongues to spare. Sure you wouldn't miss one?
Sure you're not gonna miss your fucking head in a minute.
Yikes, these people are actually serious. Rather attach my tongue. Think, Phoenix, think. For them to raise a weapon, why would Albie have held his hands up like that? Aha! So that's why. The reason the defendant had his hands up over his head can be explained by something in the crime photo.
You did? Where did you see such a thing?
When the police had their guns trained on him as they made their arrest.
Oh, are you saying?
The victim was a security guard, and an armed one at that. The defense proposes that the victim had pointed his firearm at Albie, and that's why the defendant's hands were raised in the air. Polkunka! God damn it, still can't name with the perfect voice for her. That's a problem having a deep voice. He would have thought the sayings for Jim could be interpreted that way. This is not possible. Can't be. Not bad for a total knockout.
How dare that lawyer devil go against her benevolence?
He's not better than that traitor snake, Dirk.
Traitor snake? Dirk?
Who's that? No, I can't believe it. A contradiction in one of my insights. There had to be some kind of mistake. I won't accept it. That's right, Your Benevolence, and I won't accept it either. That was against what we hold sacred, and it means I'm gonna lose it. Which I am, because why else would I run here? What?
Yeah, you said it! Throw him in jail! Yes, make him pay for the way he disrespected her benevolence.
These people are definitely not my friends right now.
That's right, exterminate him! Peace, give me peace. I said peace! Now everyone, please calm down.
You see? Your Majesty, please assign this black-hearted attorney a suitable punishment. You're the one with a black heart, mate.
No, I can't charge him with this, Majesty.
What? What? But why not, Your Majesty?
He was simply following the proper procedure for defending the accused. There's nothing unlawful about that.
But, Your Majesty, don't you want to wrap this trial up quickly? Why not just give your verdict? Then you can go home and make up to your wife. And then I'll have a victory which I don't earn.
We can't end the trial now, not when we just learned new information about the case.
What? Your Majesty, not you too. You would honestly entertain the idea that my inside contains contradiction?
Truly, it is shocking. In the 20-plus years since the DC Act went into effect, such a thing never occurred. To be honest, I didn't want to believe it either. But with his life on line, the defense pointed out an inconsistency, and it is our job to scrutinize it to the satisfaction of law.
You dare go against the Royal Priestess, you non-believer?
No, my faith is as strong as ever. But I have a duty to make a fair ruling in this trial. If you insist on interfering with that process, Your Benevolence, I'm afraid I must request your removal from this courtroom, Royal Priestess or not.
What? I'll have you know...
Your Benevolence! Please acquiesce in this, Your Benevolence. Looks could kill.
I won't forget this offense, Barbed Head. Do not admit defeat, I won't.
Bailiff, please see Her Benevolence out.
She really does have a rather vivid imagination. Guess she's still just a teenager after all. Oh, she is 14.
Now then, defense, Mr. Light, was it?
That's right, Your Honor. I mean, Your Majesty, Phoenix Wright.
Of course, Mr. Wright. My apologies. Well, now that we have this newly uncovered fact, I suggest we proceed with arguments.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Yes, but do not misunderstand me. This doesn't mean I trust you completely. I'll be keeping a close eye on you, so don't even think about lying to this court.
I understand, Your Majesty. Maybe now I can find even a real trial. Arguments, Your Majesty? Very well, I accept your challenge.
Huh? What's with him?
Oh, look on your face, Mr. Wright. It's just too hilarious.
What's so funny, Mr. Payne?
The defense still doesn't get it. The truth, he unearthed, is going to bury him and his case instead.
What do you mean by that, prosecutor?
I told you, it's Chief Prosecutor.
Yes, because that's the thing to focus on right now.
The defense is digging its own grave. Gonna say this, Your Majesty.
You can tell he's just trying to flaunt his title, because when Edgeworth was called Chief Prosecutor in The Old Destinies, he said that was just a title and he should just treat him as a proper normal prosecutor.
Why would the victim, a security guard, point a gun at the accused?
Oh, indeed.
Oh, indeed. Because the accused was about to commit a theft.
Fuck off.
It's the only logical explanation.
That does sound pretty logical, actually.
Doesn't help the accused situation at all. If anything, it makes him look even more guilty.
Yes, I have to agree. I haven't even missed one meeting, so don't want to miss another.
Allow me to spell out this truth the defense didn't bother to think through. Mr. Roll came across the accused just as he was trying to steal the treasure. The guard pointed his gun at the accused, and just when the power went out, the accused murdered the victim and hid his body in the treasure room. A hand truck for moving heavy treasure around is stored in the treasure room. The accused could have easily moved the body with that.
A 9-year-old driving a car? Are you on drugs?
And after all that hard work to knock down those insights.
Backed into the old familiar corner once more. Mr. Wright, do you have a rebuttal? I'm drawing a total blank here.
I hope you're ready to climb that scaffold.
I asked you a question, defense.
I've got nothing. Can't think of any grounds for objection. The only thing to do at this point is ask the defendant himself what happened. I don't know if Albie will cooperate with me or not.
Albie?
Will you tell us what really happened? You don't have to say anything, accused. Fall for his evil trap and you'll only dirty your own soul.
Albie, you have to tell me the truth. I can't help you unless you do.
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry.
Why? Why won't you trust me? Is this it? Is this the end? For both of us? Maya, I'm sorry. I never met a real lawyer before. Everybody always told me that bad people who help dirty criminals go free. Never thought a lawyer would actually try and help me. Would actually believe in me. Would risk his own life for me. I never would have even imagined it. Albie.
So, that's why I lied. To try and save myself. But I'm not going to lie anymore. You believe in me enough to put your life online? Then I'm going to believe in you too. What? Allow me. Makes sense that he'd... Well, actually, Nick didn't quite lie to him because he originally went there on a trip. Didn't intend to be a lion crime. Even though the temple told you weren't allowed to go anywhere near it? Yes, I'm sorry. Mr. Ball even saw me once and scolded me. But that box is so beautiful. The way it glows in the dark. I couldn't help myself. Wait, it glows in the dark? That's right, it's covered in a special mineral called Flonite. That makes it glow. It's absolutely breathtaking. It's really a shame they don't put it on display for the public. Can you imagine how many people would go on night tours of the temple if they did? If only he applied such passion to telling me the truth earlier. On the day of the incident, I was on my way to the treasure room again. When I ran into Mr. Roll on the Great Stairs.
So those were not the treasure room stairs in the seance vision?
No, they were the Great Stairs that connect to the hallway.
Makes sense. The vision wasn't clear enough to show us what was at the top of the stairs.
All of a sudden, Mr. Roll drew his gun and threatened me with it. Quickly put my hands up. Mr. Roll, he acted so scary. For some reason, he had a scarf over his mouth. Couldn't read his expression at all. Just then, the power went out. I took that chance to hightail it out of there. Ran for my life. Even now, when I try to think back on it.
Oh yeah, even Harry's got his.
All I can remember are the gun and the piercing look in Mr. Roll's eyes. That must have been when I dropped Notice Scroll.
Which means someone else brought it to the treasure room, along with Mr. Roll's body. Did Mr. Roll say anything to you when you ran into him on the stairs? What is that, Albie?
I have no idea why, but he asked me a strange question. Did you steal it? He said.
What?
I'm sorry I didn't say all this before. I didn't think anybody would believe me. A grand speech. One that confirmed my suspicions that you were the thief.
Given his nature.
Objection!
It's possible the victim simply misread the situation.
Where there's smoke, there's fire, as they say. The victim must have had good reason to be suspicious of the accused.
Why does every new piece of information have to seem so incriminating?
Shadow? What do I do, Shadow?
Huh?
He's downstairs. And what better reason to suspect the boy than seeing the treasure box in his hands? In the course of his rounds, the victim must have noticed that the treasure had been stolen. And then just after that, he ran into the accused. I'll be your guide. No, that's not what happened. Therefore, when you stole the treasure and killed the victim, I mean none other than the accused.
What now?
Hey, Shadow, down boy!
Well, what do we have here?
I'm sorry about this. This is my dog, Shadow.
You nearly gave me a heart attack. So that's what was making his bag move.
Can you quiet that yappy mutt down? Shadow says that Mr. Roll made a mistake.
You can understand him? Why are you surprised? You've cross-examined an orca and you've cross-examined a parrot.
Don't tell me this is a surprise witness for the defense.
I beg your pardon? You're not thinking of cross-examining an animal, are you? Of course not, Your Majesty. Not this time, anyway.
Phew.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I thought I'd have to reassess my assessment of your sanity for a second there. I think I'd better reassess my strategy, and fast. I have to somehow show that someone else struck the victim or was sunk.
While it's true that the defendant was standing in front of the victim when he died, doesn't mean somebody else couldn't have struck the victim at that time.
If you're going to go that far, I hope this means you have another angle of approach ready.
Exactly. I mean, who but the accused, standing front and center, could have done it? Unless you can back up your claim, it's nothing more than conjecture.
Okay, come on, Phoenix. I know I can think of something convincing. Where else could the victim have been struck from? And saw him.
I swear I pulled down on my ass.
Take that! Take that!
We're defending something from the victim. Isn't it possible that the victim could have been shot from behind?
From behind, you say? I see. Yes, I suppose it's not outside the realm of possibility.
Good. Now at least I have some breathing room.
But who do you suppose it could have been?
Oh. The true culprit, naturally. The one who actually committed the theft and murder.
The true culprit? And I suppose you have a true timeline of events to go along with that?
I should have known I'd have to explain everything. This judge is just as fucking idiotic as the one back at home. Wait, you didn't say that? Alright, if we assume the true culprit shot the victim from behind, then that means... I'm gonna look for something to be... Oh, Sheriff says that someone was there. I see. Thank you for that. Too bad his testimony is inadmissible. You think this is a joke? Maybe the defendant didn't happen to see this other person, but that doesn't mean the true culprit could have been there in the hall. Your desperate floundering is getting hard to watch. But I will enjoy watching you sink. What are you talking about? Unfortunately for you, only the accused and the victim were in that hallway at the time of the incident. How can you continue to make that assertion? Because there was a witness, a very reliable eyewitness. What? Your Majesty, the prosecution would like to call its witness to the stand.
Calling an eyewitness to the stand? It's been decades since that's happened.
And unlike the defense's witness, you can rest assured that there are no pets involved. That was a low blow.
Very well, I'll allow it. And now, for something we've not heard in quite some time, bring the witness to the stand.
Witness, please state your name and occupation. Peace, love, and understanding's name. I'm like Temple's head monk. Can you dig?
Oh, if it isn't Instructor Understanding. You're the eyewitness?
Instructor? Not only is Mr. Understanding Temple's head monk, but he's also a renowned Damalan expert. Sorry to have to ask, but what's a Damalan? Check it. Here she is, my sweet serenader, my one and only. Groovy, right? But you heard her sultry sounds once before, brother. When dry... Gun... Gun missile. And Dragon and Tiger battle. That's a song from the Dance of Devotion. Right on, brother. The Song of Ceremony.
Playing this tune together is a precious gig for me and my girl, ain't it, Dave?
The Song of Ceremony, the song that was playing at the time of the murder.
Oh, Holy Mother, may the righteous sounds of my Damelan serve as my offering to you.
Wonderful! A great performance as always.
This is my thing, you know, my bag. I make instruments speak, baby. By the by, Magistrate Pops, no Damelan class today?
No, I'm afraid this trial has gone into overtime. Thanks to the lawyer over there. The class the judge wanted to attend was a Damelan lesson.
Well, you know what they say, baby. Never trust lawyer, man. The transgressors against the Holy Mother have to be brought to justice.
Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Understanding. As treasure's keeper, you must be shocked to learn it had been stolen.
Yeah, man. That was not cool.
Keeping the treasure safe is one of your duties, Mr. Understanding.
That's right, brother. This here's the one and only treasure box key. And I keep it on me at all times, can you dig? But the sneaky thief went and cracked open that sucker anyway. The old bummer, man.
So that's the key to the treasure box, is it?
You know it, baby. It's called the Magatama key, and it's a historical artifact to boot. Been passed down from head monk to head monk and temple to temple.
Magatama key, huh?
And now someone's jacked the treasure on my watch. It's a real buzzkill, man. How am I ever gonna face Her Holiness again? Oh, Holy Mother, please find it in your infinite mercy to forgive me. Please guide this lost and humble lamb.
Why do I always get the far out ones? Mr. Understanding, you witnessed the accused and the victim are heading to the treasure room.
You know it, baby. Best believe I scoped that tiny transgressor.
Would you please give the court your testimony regarding what you saw?
To bring justice against transgressor man. Yes, of course, I'll do all I can. In the name of Her Holiness, I vow to see. Not but the truth, I swear to give you. After the morning dance or devotion, to go back to my chamber, I got notion. Don't you know my chamber's on the way to the temple's treasure room? Hey, hey. Any small footsteps I can quite clearly hear. If anyone to the treasure room goes near, Avi was the only one. Avi was the only one. For the blackout wanna run out. Only I'll be to the treasure room did stroll.
Tell me I was hallucinating just now.
Like, can you believe Mr. Roll bit the big one after that? Harsh, man.
I share your sentiments. You were the one who discovered the victim's body, weren't you, Mr. Understanding? What? You found the body as well? He really is a key witness, then.
That's right, brother. After the blackout, I went to restart the breaker and give power back to the people. The circuit box is near my chamber, so I'm always the man for the job, you feel me?
The breakers are in the first floor hallway in front of the storeroom.
On the way, I got a whiff of something funky blood, man. Really harsh my mellow. I knew something wasn't kosher, so I swung by the treasure room to see what's what. It was like, whoa, man. There's poor Mr. Old, there's a door now.
In the interval between the end of the dance of devotion and the blackout,
The only ones who went to the scene of the crime were the victim and the accused. So you see, Mr. Understanding's unassailable account is what led to the accused's arrest. Hold it. Isn't it possible that the murder took place before the end of the Dance of Devotion? I'm afraid that's not possible. The victim was in the performance hall until the very end of the dance. He was. Would you like some proof? How's this? A photo of that morning's Dance of Devotion taken by a tourist.
My, what graceful dancing! Can almost hear the sound of Mr. Understanding's gamelan now.
Mr. Anderson, have been expecting you.
Payne's right. There's Mr. Roll on duty. Never underestimate the incredible Payne. You're a pain in the ass. So in addition to Vapor's insights, you have backup evidence lined up too, huh? Said Mark, my mom's in training like my own kids, like family. Can you dig it? Should have... Before Her Holiness, the Holy Mother. So I don't have anything to confess to the Holy Mother. What? Bogus, little man. Your faith is weak, like a wet paper bag. You feeling me? Spread of our hate, baby. For the child, not maybe. Her Holiness is magnanimous, too, son. You confess your guilt, she'll forgive you in the Twilight Realm. I don't suppose you could forgive him in this realm first?
Defense, please begin your cross-examination.
After the morning dance of devotion to go back to my chamber, I got a notion. Don't you know my chamber's on the way to the temple's treasure room? Any small footsteps I can quite clearly hear if anyone to the treasure room goes near. Harvey was the only one. Looks like I'm just going to have to do some confessing.
Hold it!
I have a question.
Lay it on me, man.
How dare you interrupt the performance of the great Peace, Love and Understanding? I was really enjoying that.
Sorry, but you know, there's something about that name I can't put my finger on.
What's so funny about Peace, Love and Understanding? Peace, Love and Understanding, bitch.
You had a question for me, brother?
You were playing something during the Dance of Devotion, weren't you?
You know it, baby. I was playing my beautiful girl right here, Miss Dhamma. Nothing of Her Holiness, the fading music, and the singer singing the song of ceremony.
Mr. Understanding is playing is the best in the kingdom. It must please Her Holiness greatly. Now then, could you continue with your testimony, Mr. Understanding?
For the Holy Mother, I keep on chucking. Stammeron still needs some plucking.
Objection!
Didn't think so. Thought that was a bit of a stretch.
Objection!
Nope. Can you please point out one more time where your chamber's located?
Yeah, man, no sweat. My chamber's on the way from the performance hall to the treasure room.
So anyone going to the treasure room would have to pass by Understanding's chamber.
Give Peace Lemon a chance.
Hold it!
Even from inside your chamber, you can still hear what's going on outside?
Temple's a groovy old building built from Mother Nature's finest. You can hear a pin drop through the wooden walls, you dig?
In an old building like that, I guess the walls must be pretty thick. And that's how Mr. Understanding could know the code of its movements. So thanks to the Holy Mother's divine protection.
Right on, my man. Dedicate this testimony to her holiness.
Hold it!
No fun of something in the picture. How could you tell it was Albie just from the sound of some footsteps?
Albie's practically family, man. Smooth groove of his shoes are easy to pick out.
But how do you know he went to the treasure room? Didn't you think it was possible he went to the storeroom at the other end of the hall?
No way, man. I saw him with my own 2 eyes.
You saw him?
The treasure room. This you can't believe. My peepers peep, sneaky sneak Albie.
And tell us where it is you stood when you saw the accused, if you...
When I heard the footsteps, looked out the window. From my window I can see the window of the first floor hallway across the courtyard, you dig? Through that window I saw Albie walking in the treasure room.
Don't add this statement to his testimony. Could you please add that statement to your testimony, Mr. Understanding?
You got it, brother. Through the window I did spy little Albie with my own eye.
Okay.
Objection!
I have some.
Objection!
I have some again.
Hold it!
Whoa, man. You lawyers are as uptight as they say.
Isn't it possible that someone else could have snuck past?
Answer, my friend. These squeaky wooden floorboards, baby. They make such racket, not even the quietest cat could sneak by.
Yes, that makes sense. And all of that just now is simply more than the attorney's unfounded suspicions, I see.
That's the truth, baby. That's all that I sing. The truth is all. It's everything.
Words of wisdom, words of truth. Baby two for see phone boo. What the fuck? Much thanks to him, Mr. Understanding. Let's bring an end to the famous grandstanding. Really? You're not stopping me until my client goes free. Wait a minute, what am I singing?
Right on, even lawyers joining in, baby. Everybody's starting to feel the groovy vibe of my far rhythm.
How if you just let him on the show? I think I found the floor I've been looking for. I understand it was in his chamber on the second floor, but there was something that definitely should have been blocking his view. Okay. The crime scene picture?
Objection!
Nope.
Objection!
Nope.
Objection!
Nope.
Hold it!
Through the window, you see?
That's right, brother. There's a courtyard outside the window of my chamber. Across the courtyard, I can see the window from the hallway. The treasure room, man.
Judging from the diagram, I guess that's plausible.
View of the courtyard from your chamber? How nice that must be. It is beautiful at this time of year, what with Chinese butterflies flitting about.
You know it, Pops. I often look into the courtyard and play my domala.